Alright guys, welcome to another video of my, excuse me, Diablo II Resurrected work in progress mod called Vanilla Overkill. Based off of the Vanilla++ mod by Bonesy. Well, we saw the previous video of this terrorized barb, and I was a little grumpy. Sorry about that. That's kind of entertaining too, you know. Yeah, this guy wasn't doing very good. This terrorized barb, as you saw in the video, and I kind of saw it for myself at least too, he wasn't doing so good. He was kind of weak. And all the classes should be kind of the whole idea of action RPGs. You don't have multiple characters like it is in, let's say, Baldur's Gate or, you know, let's say Final Fantasy, or games like that where you have like a tank or something like that, and the DPS does all the damage while the tank takes all the hits. In action RPGs, if you're a tank, you're also known as a tank DPS, or damage per second. Or like in games like Grim Dawn and Titan Quest, I'm kind of doing here in this game. You can be a tank, you can get the aggro with some skills, and be like a weird retaliator type, where they hit you and you get hurt, which is exactly what the Barbarian has with the attacker takes damage, which is what I did with this guy. So he wasn't doing so good in the last video, as you guys saw. So, if you didn't see the last video, at the end of this video, I'll have a link to that. I have a link to my channel too. Feel free to, subscribe if you'd like to. That's fine. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, you see in the last video, I was being kind of a grumpy asshole. I'm a jerk.
Afternoon.
Sorry about that. Saying bad mechanics. Yeah, like some whiny brat. I shouldn't whine, right? No one should whine, right? But I did a few changes. So the last video, he sucked. All his skills really kind of, these are fine. But what I ended up doing here, so like, I'm not sure you saw in the previous video, but here, I increased the attacker takes damage, if I recall. With that, I kind of made him a tanky character. But he actually does more damage now. Look at this, 16k to 18k. That's okay. The Sorceress actually does more. And she's kind of a tank too in the videos. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gained a level. That's right. You can see that I was testing it out in hell, in Act 5. He's got this video. He's going to do. I don't care. Why not do the whole thing to bail? So this guy, he's got lots of attacker takes damage. And I added a few things to all these skills, except this one here. Damage. All the damage goes up a lot. Look at this. So I maxed out concentrate. It does lots of damage now, lots of defense when you use it. Now, you see that attacker takes damage of 25,450? That's while he's using the skill, as you guys know, with the defense. So that's another thing he's got. So while he's attacking targets, not only does he get harder to hit, but when they do hit him, whether they hit or not, they're going to get hurt. That magic damage seems kind of funny, I know, right, guys? And then again, whenever you run into a guy that's physical immune, that magic damage kind of does something, like a little bit at least. This is mostly a physical damage guy, so ones that actually do elements, of course this one too, that's magic by itself, that's all it really wants to do, is like chill, stun, and bash, I said earlier. I fixed these skills a little bit too to do more damage. So you see, max it out, you get, not only, yeah, that's fine I guess, 4,000 fire damage, but 2,000 damage. That's going to work well with things like this, Blade Mastery, the other ones. Here, same thing, 1,000 damage, and we see that damage plus 7 on the skill. It's kind of like what Bash had, right? Remember how I had that plus 1 every time you put a point in there, it actually put a additional point in there. It was kind of silly, right, in the long run, but early on it was kind of useful in Act 1 normal. I did something with that too now. So I didn't show it here. I may show it in some other video. But if you were to max this out, it would do something like, I may work on it too. It actually goes up higher. Rather than 1 point, it would go up like 4 points, then it would go up 16, then 64. Let's say it was level 28 or level 30. It would be very high. It would be like a level... Actually, I think if we ever get this skill to level 30, it would do like 1,000 damage off of that little thing alone. So it's kind of neat. So... this one doesn't have that. This one has the attacker takes damage trait thingy. So let's just get started here. So I did Act 1. It was not a problem. I'm sorry, Quest 1. It was not a problem. So we'll just go through it, and you know, I've only been working on the bosses to be very tough. I'm trying to make it down road with like this guy here should be really tough. So this is at Monsters 8. So the previous video, he couldn't do crap against anything. So now it's at Monsters 8. The Sorceress was at Monsters 12. For now, I'll just stick it to Monsters 8. He's doing lots of damage. Look at that. So he's killing those things very quickly now. Yeah, so his, you know, even his attack is kind of not too bad. 18k is not too bad for this game. These guys don't do, you know, attacker takes. They can't get hurt. It has to be a melee attack, right? Exactly. But that attacker takes damage. But yeah, his weapon is very powerful still. Just get that. So I'll go through here quickly with one hit. So yeah, it's, you know, it's doing so well. The reason why I'm getting to cripple fight is that Luna that I got that I made a lot better. Show it. But this cool thing now. I didn't show it long. Sorry. I'll show it after I beat these guys. Yeah, some of these elite weapons, I made ones that were kind of crappy. I made better. All the class-specific items that were the exceptional, like the Ariet's face. The truth is, I kind of, not this one. This is an older one. It's really, what's that? Oh yeah, it's Yumru. I did actually improve them a bit. So, yeah, that's the neat thing I did with that. So all the elite exceptional sets too I improved. And all the class-specific items have improved, including the exceptional ones. Except the one I'm wearing right now, that's an old one. Everything's been improved as well. Yeah, I think my goal here is like this guy right there. Next, down the road, I'll make those guys tougher. Because it's not fun. It is fun beating the crap out of things. It's fun to call it like a, you know, novelty thing. But I am trying to make this a challenge too. This guy is kind of a DPS, damage tank DPS. And he's really, you know, as he's hitting me too. Yeah, there he is. He just killed himself hitting me. These poor guys. Alright, I'll get you guys out of there. I need to work on these mercenaries too, because right now they're not very powerful compared to what I've been doing with these classes now. And one thing that's weird right now with one of the mercenaries, the rogue, and actually both, the rogue and the Iron Wolf, they're attacking at melee range. I can't seem to figure out why they're doing that. Everything they do, all the skills they do it within melee range. And yeah, I checked the code. For these skills, they're not classified as a melee class, so I don't understand why they're even doing it in the first place. So that really sucks. If you guys play my mod and you want to have a rogue, she's going to do something dumb. She has a very useful skill too. That inner sight, when you get it at level 20, is going to make all physical mutants actually be able to get hurt via physical damage. So she was very useful when she wasn't doing that before. So I have no clue what's going on right now. It was when I switched this over from D2R Launcher, D2R Land, that I started having that. Before, she didn't do that at all, so I'll have to double check to see if she's still doing that. The Iron Wolves too are just doing silly ass things where they get close and they attack, like they're a melee fighter. So the only two that you can really use right now that are always melee are the Barbarian and the Desert Mercenary. They're kind of weak, you know, so like the Barbarian just is, you know, certain skills like Taunt or, actually he's going to be pretty powerful, that Barbarian, when he gets bashed and stunned, maxed out. But, that may be it too. He has another barb that does dual wielding. Yeah, the Desert Mercenary, the aura is going to be nice, but yeah, damage-wise, I guess that's the deal. Desert Mercenary just won't do much damage. He will have that jab attack that when you max it out, it can do open wounds, which is useful when it's a high level. Anyway, enough about mercenaries. I'm just going to beat the crap out of this guy. So yeah, I'm kind of happy now that this guy is doing what he should be doing. So I think next video, I might start working on another character. So Sorceress feels right. The Barbarian is starting to feel right. Yeah, me and my brother-in-law, or my friend, you know, of course, you know, we're gonna go ahead and start playing this. We might record it together. You never know. And all of us talk to each other while playing it. Yeah, beat the crap out of things. It's cool how D2R Land has that feature. Fortunately, like I said, with the Rogue and the Iron Wolf, that was a new feature that happened when I was transferring this over to there. Just
Follow me.
It's doing silly stuff like that. I don't understand why it's doing that. So quest 2 done. Actually, what I might do is I might go as far as Anya. That's all I want to do. So yeah, we did 2, doing 3. Actually, I might. No, not really. Let's get in the is it the instruction key? Yeah, for Leela whatever is it pronounce his name like. It don't really does unless you want to get the key. Because getting your item personalized is kind of boring, kind of stupid. I think they only did that for duping reasons. I think it was back in the old days of Diablo 2. We actually had it personalized. You can't dupe it. I'm trying to recall why they did that. This is kind of cool having something personalized with your name. You know? I think it's a very good rare item. Put your name on it. So as I'm attacking with this concentrate, yeah, the attack rating, the attacker takes damage does go up to along with defense. So while they're attacking me while I'm attacking them, they do get more damage returned. The Thorns. So it's kind of cool now. So I'm not even using Whirlwind. Whirlwind, I want to try to make Whirlwind good too. It does go up, like it starts at 50, but it goes up 24% per level. Yeah, when you actually max it out, it does increase attack speed and has lots of damage and attack rating. You know, I just did that. All the other ones have like a flat rate. Still physical damage, I don't care. It's okay when you have certain skills like that, right? You know, it works. Yeah, I'm just being acting like a weirdo. I go very frantically with this very fast attacking sword, which is the lightsaber. I should kind of work on this. Like a lot of crap. Oh well. So I should back to town. Sell some
what do you need?
stuff. Get down. Yeah, like the one thing I showed here about breaking things down. Yeah, when you have an item you don't really want to sell, we want to make it into a nice run. Stuff like that. Oops, not that. Work together like that. So yeah, a little less grumpy now in this video. Last video was just funny seeing me act like a Mr. Grumpy Pants, getting all upset. Yeah, it was really frustrating. Couldn't kill anything.
Thank you.
And when I was able to finally get close to killing something, it just ran away. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens with those stranglers. They when you get them low health enough, they just run away usually, or some of the time. Doom Apes and the Zakaroom guys, they always run away. That's why they're so annoying. I did make another video earlier, but I was so damn grumpy, I decided to delete it because it was kind of ridiculous. That's stupid. It's funny, right? Seeing people get angry, like angry. Oh god, angry video game nerd. Yeah, that guy. Everyone knows on YouTube now for so many years now. This is not an angry video game nerd game, guys. You know, this is not a crappy game. You know, but one thing is for sure, we had a lot of skills that were useless. We had a lot of items that were kind of useless. Wow. Oh god, typical fight. That's the thing. So the defense is not working with these guys because they're using a skill that always hits. These mages. So they're all what is that? Let's see here. So 50% chance. So half the time they're just gonna get to fight. That's so funny. Even these guys, those guys guaranteed hit. Half the time you can get to fight. I really like what I did with this Luna, guys. At first it kind of sucked. It just did cold absorb, and now look at that. So we have cold damage. It's not gonna do much to you at all. And you have that always I just threw that mother effer on there, and instead of weaken, I did to equipify. I even made this one a little bit better too. So that 30 chain lightning, I'm finding out is kind of stupid. I think I left the lightning absorb by itself, I try to make it do more magic and lightning damage. So this thing hasn't really been changed. I gave it more enhanced damage too. So at 123, 158, okay, it's not bad. It's the reason why I'm doing a lot of damage is I think it's due to I think it is due to the fact that it's have a lot of percentage increase, but the fact that concentrate when you max out you get that 1000 base damage, that might be a reason why it's doing so much damage. So, you know, we could turn a Barbarian into a glass cannon, as well as a Sorceress. It's just that, yeah, in hell, they're just going to kill him easily. What I mean by glass cannon, max this, of course, max that, and max that, for instance. They all work well together with each other. Now this one here, nope, not that either. Excuse me, sorry. These kind of work together. You know, I had some builds, some videos, I was showing this cool stuff together. This is physical, this is lightning. These work together. And you can just choose that, choose that, choose that. Defense, chill them, and, you know, knockback. Fire damage, cold damage, and some magic damage and defense. Yeah, so you kind of can do all kinds of stuff now, I'm guessing. But yeah, you know, you want to make sure you don't die. You know, that's the fun thing too. So, like in games like I played with Grim Dawn, you know, in the day, there are people like making glass cannons. But, you know, when I asked them, I said this in a previous video, want to do a roguelike dungeon run? Like, I don't want to die. Because they're kind of challenging, more challenging. And when they have a build that can die pretty easily, that's it. You can't go through the dungeon anymore. So you have a tank DPS, that's what they call a relaxing build. So yeah, the video I showed of the core Sorceress, I guess that was a relaxing build for the Sorceress. You're using energy shield and the cold shields that they have based on, you know, the cold. Oh, it's kind of cold shield. Yeah, I'm sorry, the frozen armor, the shiver armor, the chill armor, those cool things. This guy's taking a while. Guys, whatever. He's hitting me. He's getting hurt. Yeah, I do have it at Monsters 8. He's hurting himself. Boom. Get over here. I think that's weird. So they do show that. I don't think it's there though. See? Yeah, it's not there. It's a ow. It's a map that is redone, but usually they are there or not there. That thing. Yeah, it's one of the cheap maps I can. Cheap maps, not cheap, but cheap maps I go and easily. What? I feel like one. Nope, so 8. Yeah, it is kind of cheap because there it is, Glacial Trail. I'm mostly doing it not you know, because I know where I'm going type thing. So, you know, you guys want to see me try to find a location. Yeah, that's kind of neat. They have things guaranteed hit and required works neutral. This Luna is very useful now. Out, getting my ass kicked. Get these guys. Things up too. That's kind of stupid, but you know, I have friends that were very good at certain games that are actually like Grim Dawn and the action RPGs. We just pick up stuff while we fight. You know, especially Grim Dawn where the item is shown, like this, but without. You know, here we have to press a button to show all the items. But there it was just like that by default. So we always picked up items while we fought the monsters, so I get it out of the way, right? So I pick it up and fighting. That's kind of stupid, but you know, I had some good friends that were very good at games, and they were good at the games and still do that. You know, pros. I say pros. You know, people that are very good, like a pro, still do stuff like that in action RPGs. I say pro. You know, just people that are really good. No, this is not. You know, these games you don't see in professional. Yeah. At least I get to go quiet. So yeah, I'll go as far as Anya. And next video, I may start showing off another class. Yeah, I may try the Paladin next. I'll have to really rework that Paladin as I get started with that character. So, these guys are not hurting at all. I like that. This guy is taking a while. You hit me, and that's what I do. Haha. Take that. You hit me too. Come on. Never mind, I got you first. So funny, it's like either it's an elite pack like with a unique monster, or is this one champion. Let's see who does that again. Nope. Yeah, full gang. Yeah, full gang there. That's what we like to prefer, full gang, so we get more experience. Versus one little champion. So silly. They didn't make it like 4 or 5 champions. It was like 1 champion. They did that too with the Gidbin, as you guys know. You either the whole gang of you know, flare ones. Instead, it could just be 1 champion flare guy. That's all you have to deal with to get the Gidbin. Okay, so let's go to town. Get all this crap taken care of. So, taking care of Anya. Take on Mr. Frozenstein.
Evening.
So yeah, this is kind of good weapon, right? I might just keep it. Then again, I keep that too. Yeah, Rumors. It's still good. The Rumors I kind of kept as is. So yeah, I didn't really do anything with Rune Words. So like Breath of the Dying. This here it's a phase blade. So I mean, there's the Spirit Rune Word. But you don't want to put on a phase blade. You put it on anyway, you could upgrade it. I think the ones I made that were elite items that were now, let's see if I have any. No, these are all fine. I just have them all there. Anything that's an elite item has been really overpowered. Not overpowered, just way more powerful now. Let's see if I can show one, for example. Armor. Some of these are old. What I might do with this thing here is level 99. That's... I make it 97. Yes. I've been to 97 before. It's kind of... You can make it, right? And it's kind of weird layout where you have 5x, 5 times the experience. You monsters 8. You can get there. That there I like to keep too because it's 4 sockets. Yeah, this is a neat one I showed earlier. Yeah, sorcerer skills, and you have 3 skills rather than 1 that can be randomized. As that, it was there before the fire, cold, and lightning skill damage increased, but I increased it even more. So this thing is really nice. You have to be level 90 though, so it takes a while. And I kept the same because I like to show. It's so good, so good. But whatever. I didn't really do anything with those except class-specific items that are exceptional. Enough talky, let's fighty. Yeah, let's fighty. That's not enough. Never mind. Okay. So off to Anya. This place is probably going to suck. Why? Because those damn lightning guys are not bad anymore. Because what Bonesy did with Vanilla Plus Plus, they weren't very ridiculous. These guys won't get hurt. Do that. That worked. Oh wow. So those lightning guys may be a problem. Those little cute bulb things, what do you call them? Getting hurt too because I do fire and lightning and magic damage. So this game no longer is frustrating the part where let's see, you're a barbarian and you need kill monsters that have physical immune. You have to go and switch to another skill like Berserk. I don't know. Oh crap! Whoa! Okay, I didn't suspect that, guys. I just wonder. I'm gonna get my ass smacked in this level now. Let's see if I can get my body back. I didn't expect that, guys. Chances are I might just die. Yep. Alright guys, that really worked out. Yeah, so you can get killed. Still can get killed even in elite. I'm sorry, whatever. Oh, difficulty. It freaked me out. Yeah, even on those SOBs, it still kind of was a little rough. Let's try it again. Not sure exactly how that worked out, but it kind of there's my health. It is getting down there. It's just, games like Torchlight and Grim Dawn, whenever you get low health, they kind of show you're getting low health. It didn't happen in Diablo. Diablo 2 doesn't do that. That's fine. We don't care. It's one of the first games that came out with, as far as action RPGs. They really hurt. They used to hurt even more than that. That was a champion that, get that cute clone. Take that. So this is taking a while, obviously. Ow. Get weird. Hi, cutie ghosts. These ghosts might hurt. Or not. Champion. Now that really was quick. Yep. These guys may hurt. I gotta make sure I keep casting something like it to cripplify, so when they hit me, they die. That's why I get most of my damage. This guy, yeah, I don't want to get cursed. I'm surprised how I got killed. I know it did some good damage on me, but I was kind of, whoa, how did that happen? Yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to get my body back and be able to do this video for you guys. I had to be kind of careful with those glomes when they were shooting lightning at me. I had, no gear on. Yeah, so this game, even you're crazy enough to have lots of crazy damage now and crazy feats now and everything, it's still challenging in a way. I don't know. Okay, I just double checked my health and it looked fine. Just never know. I keep thinking it's just gonna go down like crazy. I couldn't figure out why I died there. Was it a ghost that got me and hit me hard? I can't tell because I did had the might aura. You see, there's a might aura. I'm not sure who's doing that. There was a. These guys may hurt. It's really good. One of them. I think it's one of them. Rosenstein. Can't wait to beat up this Rosenstein. Hey, cutie. These guys are kind of cute. They just sit around and kill you quickly. They used to kill quickly. That was, what they did to me was not exactly what I mean. Playing ordinary Diablo 2. That's the thing. So I would play as a Paladin sometimes, and I would be like a weird party helper of party helpers. Paladin's usually the party helper guy, but I was really that because I had the resist lightning, resist fire, and resist cold maxed. So when we went into these dungeons to take care of Anya, I would have resist lightning. Somehow that was very useful. Everyone kept saying that was a good use. Because it's like 75% isn't enough. You need 95 just to take care of these damn things. So thankfully, it's not like that now. See? We can have 75 and these spells take care of these clones. But in Diablo 2 Vanilla, nope, you can't. You need like 90 or 80, like 85 or 90 or 95. These guys are ridiculous. I'm glad that Bonesy kind of fixes them. Can't tell sometimes. If I die again, I don't know what to say, guys. I may not make this video work. It kind of sucks, I know. I'll have to do it next time. We're gonna get killed again. We're having fun. Here we are. Get out of there. They're doing so much mana, which is funny. I'm kind of glad that aura, that Luna, is constantly shooting the Cooper 5. I don't think it's actually affecting. It affects the ghosts. But it doesn't affect the Gloam's attack. I think it's because it's a cast rate thing. You get frozen, your cast rate. I think when you're cursed too in the Cooper 5, it doesn't affect your cast rate. The Gloam's attacks is like a cast rate. So it doesn't really matter, you know? Those guys. See, they're so attacking very quickly. You know? Just the ghosts at least. That attack really slow, so I mean, I'm glad they're used to go more quicker. Alright. Keep scratching my nose. Okay, I guess I'm being a little grumpy again. That's fine. Maybe grumpy sometimes, right? Not too grumpy though. Well, I've seen other videos of other people getting angry with games, and it's just hilarious how they get upset with stuff. They totally lose their shit for sure. Angry video gamers, he's just an angry. And I think some of these videos people post playing Call of Duty or something, I think they're really being angry about it. Maybe not. Maybe they're just good actors, or they're just really getting pissed off with the game. I've seen videos of people kind of are flat out honest with games that they don't like. I won't say what games, but they just don't like them. Saying stuff like, "This was a real chore to play," and I'm guessing, yeah, I think they're not acting. They're really pissed off with that game. Yeah, Diablo ain't really that, but you know, I just wish that Diablo, it was one of the first games, right, that has this kind of system. A lot of games like Titan Quest, Path of Exile, I think it's a little different, but everything is based off of this game, action RPGs. The systems, the skills, the attributes, you know, bigger than it did with Diablo. Diablo may be one of the first action RPGs. This one kind of set the standard of what, I say set the standard of what it should be like for other games. Like Grim Dawn, Titan Quest, of course, those two similar games. And, you know, Path of Exile, Hellsing. That first one, it's called Army of Darkness. We don't remember that game. I never really played that except as a demo. It was like the very first clone that came out of Diablo 2. I think even before Lord of Destruction came out. It looked just like this. It had the whole all this shit, but it was like where it was a team game. That was his thing. Have a bunch of characters. One like a sorcerer or a damage dealer or a DPS. Sorry, a tank. You know, they had that kind of thing going for it. Like that's the thing that I guess didn't work too well. A lot of action RPGs are just one guy. You know, you have one guy, and you know, if you have more, they're just summons. You know. Like the mercenary, I'm sorry, not the mercenary, you know, summons like the necromancer has or the druid has.
Stay a while and listen.
So I'll just go as far as Anya with this, guys. That's Snake Nilathak. That's how you pronounce it. Nilathak. There you go. Even though I really don't need this scroll thing here, I guess I'll have it anyway.
Thank you.
That's the funny thing. So it gives me 10, but I mean, just look at this. It can be a problem sometimes. Yeah, given the fact I have this helmet and this shield, and I got a lot of resistance. Plus, actually, I didn't even put a point in there. I'm waiting to get yep, that. 5 wall skills, and then maybe I'll put some points in the other ones. I have enough time to get whatever. I have more experience, get more stuff. That's a piece of crap. She always gives you a piece of crap. Usually the time she gives you something you don't really need, but at least you can work it out now. So, yeah, it's a free pull room. Thanks. Okay, let me just clear all this stuff out, guys, and then we'll just call it. Crap. There you go. Yeah, it wasn't doing it. So, yeah, this game is going to be very easy to get runes in a way. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to sell that.
Afternoon.
What I'm going to do is, right now it's easy for me to get all the stuff I need because of the gambling stuff. But, you know, like I got that right. Oh my god, Arcane's Valor. Just check it out. I may make that 97. Even the Tyrios might. I think those are the only two I can think of. Make them 97. This thing here is 81. This is 90. Oh, that's fine. Got lots of Tyrios shows here. Yeah, I might make that 97. It may still be hard to get to level 99, even if you got monsters 8 or 12 or 20 or whatever. So, yeah, the 5x experience thing, I don't know what to do with it. I'm just going to keep that anyway. You guys just gonna, you know, go up the levels like crazy. I turn off customization because if you did do customizations, it would screw everything up. So, yeah, that's the problem. Plus, I couldn't seem to get customization to work with my detour land. So it works with you guys maybe, but for, I guess, some other people. There was another person that did complain about it and told Bonesy about it. Bonesy wasn't too sure what she was talking about, but yeah, it's same thing with me. The customization didn't work. So I just turned it off and made my own customization. And yeah, that's it. Well, guys, I think next video, like Frostbite, I'll show the Terrorizer beating up the bosses. As far as Diablo, it takes forever, so I'll go and beat up I guess everything but Diablo in the next video. Or the Primevals. Actually, hell with it. I'll just do the Primevals like I did with one video with Frostbite. I'll do that. Then again, the hell with it. Nope. Andariel. She's kind of cool now. She's tough now. So I do Andariel. I'll skip Diablo and do everybody else because they're easy to get to. Alright, guys. Hope you guys like this video. Yeah, again, you know, we do like this stuff. Feel free to subscribe. You know, eventually I'll get this. I've only been working on this for like 4 or 3 months now. So, got a lot of skills taken care of, but I don't want this to be a piece of crap when you guys play it. It currently is, isn't it? These guys are already... Then again, I got killed, right? So, anyways, it's still kind of challenging. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.